Welcome back, everybody. It's episode 43 of Final Fantasy 16. When, like I said, we're gonna go turning these two quests, and now we're gonna get back to the main quest line a little bit to get back our Jill and
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect?
Don't tell me we've run out of pet food.
right here.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again.
This motherfucker. 43 episodes.
You got better things to do
Man,
with your
Waldo,
time.
hard to find.
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to
He
understand?
wearing red stripes.
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring he flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it.
When do we
The fact
set
is,
off a motherfucking bomb?
I couldn't make anything.
I mean, I gotta go
half
fight
that
the Bomb
detailed.
King if you want to.
So what?
If you want to see that.
You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best.
Go fuck
And I
yourself.
refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Karava.
I
Got
was
that,
just
Clive?
there.
Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
I'm almost mad because this quest is sending us right back to where we were. But that is a quest for another time. Apparently, Rev wants us to go back and do the main story. So we're going back, and we're going back to go do the main story. So people that have been waiting for the main story to return, you have Red Man to thanks for it. I was grabbing a snack. Snacky wacky. Alright.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roots.
Come back.
What the hell is she talking about?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Bro, I'm the champion of Riz. Stop playing with me.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh, yes, we got another reward.
Here you are.
So it's $13.60 for the next reward. Talisman of Priming.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
That is why we do the side quests. Okay, I did say I was gonna start the main mission, so here is the main mission. Here.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken.
Right, bro.
It's just...
That man cut me
I
in
have never felt
half.
so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps... No, perhaps the prince feels the same.
That crystal right there is the next one we gotta take out.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
Rev, you wanted us to do this. You threw everybody into the cutscene city.
grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
She's such a kind girl.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
He probably gonna make her a rich little girl. Like, she's like, look, I want to buy every poultice that you have.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You dirty dogs! Stop it. What? No, it's like when I leave, I don't care. The Croc Sambrick. See, Rav, this is what we gotta go blow up. Yeah, we also need to do these, so because these are part of the hunting storyboard. Or I have no idea what this is, but it gives us a shit ton of money. I need to do these. Wait, of a dragon? Yeah, I gotta wait until we have the full party back. Like, I can't I can't go do some of these huts without the party. Like, I could probably do this one, maybe that one, maybe this one. Crocs. Down here.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Come back.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Okay, bet. I'll take money.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. Which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate stepped in. And said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day. And there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away.
Damn.
I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
Bro, we understand, bro. But I did not expect me turning in your request to
I'll tidy it up in a bit.
Like, damn.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
I got everybody emotional
Then
now.
Why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years
He's
left
like,
in me.
you right, you got a point, you right.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Man was like, oh shit,
Before
nah,
you
you right.
go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Can I clean it?
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
I'm putting it on my dresser, bro. I'm never drinking out of it.
Thanks for the ray of sunshine.
Carmen!
I'll see if I can't pay you back.
I'm here now. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Already
So why
have.
am I a bitch? I'm gonna need you to explain, because you called me one and you just left, and I'm like, I need to know. Tried to join earlier, but Twitch hated me. Damn. Okay, so story mission before Rev starts yelling at us again.
Say, Clive.
I swear, this
I was
woman
wondering when you'd arrive.
is fucking gorgeous right
Please
here.
tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
Oh, I just wanted to see your reaction, but of course I missed it.
I'm not here for mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly
It
if
was
you
a
can
laugh
look in
and
one
then
of
like,
her
what the
ovens?
fuck, why?
Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right,
Why is
all
she
right.
giving this
If it will
Sailor
get
Moon
you
vibes?
out of my
I don't
hair.
fucking know, but
But interrupt me, and it's over.
But damn.
Understood?
Look, if I was in this game world, I'd marry this woman like ASAP. Could not.
Barnabas Thom, the one they call the last
On
king.
voice alone.
Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed.
The last son of a bitch that we have
Barnabas
to fight,
was
guys.
only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Now you got me looking at her like Sailor Moon. Damn it,
all
Carmen.
along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Earn your ring.
Probably more visits.
I'll put a ring on the finger.
I need everyone in the ale hall now.
Don't play with me.
I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
But you're the one who made me look at her as Sailor Moon, and now I can't get her out of my head.
Back again? I'll want a full report when you return. My map of Waloed is in sore need of revision.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Oh, we got 2 new side quest document episodes.
She can't. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead.
I'm just accepting it. I'm just accepting it. I swear to God, I'm just accepting the side quest. Calm down.
She's pushing
I'm
us
just
too
accepting
hard.
it.
And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her...
I know better than to order Taya to do...
Thank you.
I would. Like...
Please, Your Grace, stay strong.
Oh!
Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter?
Oh yeah, I did put that
You seem
on.
troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each...
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted.
But
His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect.
That is a
So
classic
I consulted with
answer.
Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. And our supplies are... Unless we can secure more soon... My lord.
For Joshua. So,
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, the search continues for a new source. One that we might reach.
So it's only that you can't reach it.
Main quest.
The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well,
I was just collecting these because these are
And
brand
I
new.
shall go in your stead.
But my lord...
Like every quest on
You've
here,
yet to find another
like the
source,
hideaway,
correct?
I
So for
collect
now,
those
the
like
aqueduct is our
ASAP
best hope.
because some of these get locked.
Besides,
like
I'm a
randomly,
dominant.
stupidly get
The
locked.
ether can't hurt me.
Like, and then I can't do the quest
If
to
you're
turn
sure,
it in.
my lord.
So
Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood. I shall remain here.
plus I need all of those points. So like tonight, I don't know who's gonna be up because I honestly don't want to have people watch me scream when I play Silent Hill tonight. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing that one like in the middle of the in the middle of the night. So I'm like, the only people that watch me scream are the people that watch it on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, y'all can't watch the live streams. It's like, nah, you ain't gonna clown me. Alright,
I have
continuing the main quest.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, It inspired me to delve deeper into the subject, and what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix
Mic
Gate.
off.
But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have
Mic
heretofore
on.
eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus?
No.
I would think not. Few have. But there was once a time
Mic
when the faith
off.
flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand.